Hello and welcome to Hello Nintendo, the official podcast of our Nintendo. I'm your host, Matt, aka Train. Nah, I'm kidding. It's your boy Frobro the Truth coming at you, aka Harrison. And today I'm joined by caststarman.
Yo, what up?
Aka Amogh, ThePoochyKid.
Hey.
Aka Brooks, and Mr. Usama.
Hey, how's it going?
Thanks for joining me today.
What have you guys been playing this week? Usama, let's start with you.
I haven't been playing that much, but I just got hooked into Magikarp Jump,
Yes, hooked.
which is, yeah, exactly, pun intended. But yeah, it's I don't know, there's just something about Magikarp that draws people in. And I don't know, that's basically it.
So I don't really know much about that game. I haven't really kept up on the mobile games recently. What's the basic premise of the game? Like, what are the controls? How do you play?
So basically, it's just you catch a Magikarp. You get one opportunity to catch a Magikarp. You'll catch it. You want to train it to be the strongest Magikarp in town. There's a level cap. Once you get to that level cap, the Magikarp is essentially retired, and then you have to catch a new Magikarp and do the same thing over. It's a very repetitive game, but at the same time, you really don't want to stop playing it. And there's different types of Magikarp. There's actually more than just two. There is the golden one, of course, and the regular one, but then there's like different species of Magikarps. There's like different skins or whatever. So that's, I think, really cool that you don't really see in the normal games or even in the show, really. But other than that, you just have to beat the score of the highest jump possible.
Okay, like that. I think there was a game in in Pokemon Stadium. I think there was a mini game about a Magikarp Jump.
Yeah, it's I think it's based somewhat on that game, but I think it's just the inspiration behind it.
Okay, so more or less.
It's kind of like a Tamagotchi.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's basically but with Magikarp, so it's better.
Alright, that sounds like fun. I'm guessing you've played it too, Brooks?
Yeah, I downloaded it Friday, I think, yesterday, and I've been having a lot of it. Kind of almost get an attachment with carps. All those ones that were swooped up by Pidgeotto.
Don't even get me
Wait,
started
what?
on that.
Your Magikarp can just get swept away and...
Your Magikarp
What?
can die.
That does...
So there's two types of retirement in the game. There's the retirement once you reach the level cap, and then
And there's forced retirement.
And then there's forced retirement, which is basically a Pidgeotto swoops down and steals your Magikarp away, and then you, with a sad face, walk to the pond and try to catch another one.
You can also have it hooked by a fisherman and blown up by a Voltorb.
Yeah.
What's this game rated? Can you eat these Magikarp? I know they're not very tasty, but...
Did you watch some of the first episodes of the Pokemon anime? They're just bone.
Yeah, that's true. That's why they turn into Gyarados later on.
Exactly.
They're all muscle under that.
But you can actually break the Everstone on your Magikarp, and your trainer will just throw it away because it became a Gyarados.
Yeah.
It's like,
Wait, in the show or in the game?
man. In the game,
Yeah.
like, if you tap on your Magikarp too many times, it breaks the Everstone it holds, and it can evolve into
Is
a
that
Gyarados.
also another form of retirement?
Yes.
Huh. You know, I've always wanted to play the Pokemon games and go through a whole entire game with a Gyarados that only knows Flail, Tackle, and Splash.
The strongest of all Gyarados.
Oh yeah. I've never been able to keep myself to it. I always end up teaching it Surf because I never get another water type Pokemon or something like that. Maybe we'll do that next time. Frobro, what about you?
I haven't actually been playing anything this week. Just haven't gotten around to it. But I've been looking at a game. Shin Megami Tensei 4 has a kind of a sequel called Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. And from what I've seen, it takes all the stuff I didn't like from SMT4 and fixes it. I mean, the map, for starters, the stupid companion AIs, magic attacks can crit in that game. It's for the 3DS. I'll probably end up picking it up.
Tensei.
Whenever I get a
That
chance.
series is like sort of the sister series to the Persona franchise, right?
More like the mother series. Persona's a spin-off
Oh,
of
okay.
SMT.
And that's why Persona is only on like PlayStation and stuff.
Well, that's not why, but that's some kind of exclusivity deal with Sony, I imagine. I don't know the details because I'm not privy to Atlas Inside Secrets, but yeah, Persona games for the most part are only on PlayStation. I know that there's one spin-off of a spin-off in they have a Etrian-like game called Persona Q on the 3DS.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
What's the gameplay of that sort of series?
It's like a turn-based RPG. Other than being turn-based, I wouldn't call it standard with the way the press turns work. Where if you hit someone with a move they're weak again, think of it like in Pokemon. If you hit a grass type with a fire type move, you would get an additional turn before the opponent got to go. That's a press turn. Yeah, I mean they do also take damage multiplier due to how weak they are to it times. I don't know what the multiplier is, but they take more damage and you get another action. And you can do that up to 4 times in one turn. In that game, it's about taking enemies out really fast because they can do the same thing.
So like, they're a glass cannon, but you're also a glass cannon. Essentially, everyone's a glass cannon.
Yes. And everything goes horribly wrong very fast. It's not. You gotta be patient to play this game.
And Shin Megami Tensei is the one with the more supernatural things happening, right? Persona's like set in like Japan, right?
I'm pretty sure Persona's got. I haven't played it. They're all set in Japan. Persona and SMT, yes. There's one SMT that's not, but I haven't played that one. And they're all pretty supernatural. Although I haven't played a Persona game. Those games seem like they got some kind of dating sim or middle school or high school or simulator. This game's not about high
Yeah,
school.
all of my friends have basically been playing just like Persona recently, and so I've been feeling a little bit left out because I've been sticking with my Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D lately. I'm 3 months. I've been playing this game for 3 months. It took me a month to get through the freaking water temple. I got stuck in it, and so I tried literally everything I could because I assumed I'd already tried the thing that worked, and it did not work. And I felt so stupid the entire time, and I haven't picked it up ever since I beat the water temple. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's move right along into our first topic, which is the Global Testpunch.
Whew. All right. For our first news topic, we're going to talk about Nintendo's next new IP, ARMS, coming out for the Nintendo Switch the day after E3, if I'm correct. And one of our own, Poochie here, has played the game from participating in the Global Testpunch, a demo that became available to anyone with a Nintendo Switch for free for a limited time. So, Poochie, how'd you feel about that demo there?
It was surprisingly fun. I mean, back in January during the Switch event, honestly, ARMS just kind of looked, I mean, just didn't really look that interesting. But now, having played it, they have done a good job. It's a lot like Splatoon. They've done a really good job convincing me that this will be a good game.
I don't really know much about ARMS. I know it's sort of a fighting game.
Did you play Pokken Tournament?
Yeah, I have played Pokken Tournament.
Yeah, so it's a 3D arena style fighters like Pokken, but the thing about it is that, well, it's big on motion controls. So, like, instead of holding the two Joy-Cons like standard controllers, you actually turn them on their side, and you only use the L, R, ZR, and ZL buttons.
Oh, okay. And you can...
And then you use motion controls. You'll tilt both of them to move. You punch by punching. And you press L to dash in the direction you tilt and R to jump.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's overall pretty simple.
Yeah, I remember in the For the 3DS demo for Super Smash Brothers that was released, I think for Club Nintendo people, it was pretty fun, and people were already starting to come up with competitive strategies and whatnot for the game. Have you seen any of that for ARMS?
Yeah, and then it's kind
Oh,
of.
real quick, were all these modes playable in
Yeah, 1v1, 2v2, 1v1v, 1v1, and
whenever
v-ball.
Smash had a demo? Everyone was complete garbage at it, and these games people have been playing, like if they played ARMS through the test fire so far and didn't like it, or for speed or the general skill level, that's not indicative of how the game plays. That's because
I mean,
everyone's bad at it.
Yeah.
We're
It's
also going to have
demo
a short
and people have
conversation
played
about
it for
that.
like maybe an hour. So
And the same exact thing happened with Splatoon, if you guys remember. No one was good, and the paint rollers were too good.
Thought it was really good. It was fun. Only had an hour to play it, but I think I really was able to get a grasp on how the game plays. They had enough content there to really have a lot of variety when playing.
Speaking of content, how many characters were available through that demo?
There were 7 characters: Springman, Ribbon Girl, Min Min, Mechanica, Master Mummy, Ninjara, and Helix. And I think my main is going to be Ribbon Girl. Her multiple jumps are really nice, and she doesn't have the slow speed of Mechanica.
But there are characters who have been revealed that weren't available in that demo, right?
Yeah, Kid Cobra, Twintel, and Bite-A-Mark, which were announced in the direct.
And
they
with
were
the other modes they showed off in that direct playable in the demo as well?
some of them, well, previous to the direct, we only knew about 1v1 and 2v2 modes, but they announced 1v1v1, or exists, and v-ball, which is basically volleyball, but you have a balloon with a bomb, and it's volleyball.
I got you.
Yeah, but it's pretty fun with the extendable arms, being able to, like, when you'd even hit it when it's on your opponent's side to
I
keep it
see.
over there.
One more question before I ask the other casters what they feel about ARMS. Specifically, I want to talk to you, since you've played the demo. How did the speed of the game feel? I remember back whenever Splatoon did the test fire, I remember everyone being really bad at the game and feeling that paint rollers were too overpowered because how simple they were to use. You didn't have to get good with them like you did every other weapon, like the sniper rifle or the machine pistol thingy. Same thing happened with Smash 3DS. If you could go back on YouTube and watch some of those, the early days, those were the worst. No strung combos, items on, 2-minute time was the only mode. Battlefield the only stage.
And no, there's also Omega Battlefield. To be fair,
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. So I was curious as to how you felt so far. Now keep in mind that for those who played the game and aren't feeling it, that the game will evolve. This is easily the worst time to pick up the game.
Look at Smash 4
So,
beginning from when it was released all the way to now.
Yeah.
Look at it looks so much different. Feels so much different.
So how'd you feel about the speed of the game,
But,
Poochie?
Well, the speed of the game, I'd say it's definitely slower than your traditional fighter, just because, like Street Fighter or Smash, just because of the fact that the arm tap to extend. Some of them are kind of slow to move out there and have to draw back in and stuff. But I still think that there's a lot of depth and a lot of strategy that there's definitely potential in the game that I'm sure as the game releases and grows and stuff that it's a very deep game, I can already tell. And I mean the motion controls very precise. I'm thinking they'll actually be the definite way to play.
Motion controls default.
Which-
Well, Amogh or Cass, how you feel about motion controls in ARMS? In ARMS in general as well.
Honestly, I feel like motion controls are something that I want to see utilized more often in games, and ARMS looks like the perfect game to utilize those motion controls in a way that traditional controls won't be able to. Because it looks for me the little gameplay I've seen of ARMS that motion controls will indeed be the definitive way to play, and that's not a bad thing either.
Oh, well, Osama, how you feel about ARMS? I know you don't have a Nintendo Switch, but surely you've seen footage.
Oh yeah, and I know when I've watched the initial Nintendo Switch launch, they showed off ARMS, and I mean, I was kind of skeptical, but at the same time, I mean, it's a Nintendo IP, and I know from past history that if you give it enough time, Nintendo IPs will become great. The whole thing about motion controls, I mean, when they released the initial Wii, the only real way to play a game was through motion controls, and that was like, that was the only way you wanted to play the Wii, was through motion controls. The Wii U came out and kind of, hit and miss. Kind of went back to the standard controller way, and with the Nintendo Switch being a portable device, I know a lot of people, I mean, if you're carrying it with you, sure, I mean, you can set it down on a desk, but with the whole like arm punching thing, I don't know if people are gonna really play it that way when they're in like a public place, like if you're like they showed in the ads, if you're on a plane,
Yeah.
or if you're somewhere like in a bus or something, like I don't know if you're gonna be punching the air like that. But I mean, of course, like if you're in the TV setting, and if you're in like a home environment, then definitely, I mean, it's a great way to like interact with people. Just remember not to chuck the thing at your TV, but other than that, I think for a home setting, it'll be, I think a lot of people will use it, but like for the portability of the Switch, I don't know if people are going to necessarily use it when they're moving along.
Well, the thing about ARMS, though, that there are traditional controls that don't require motion controls. Yeah, which I haven't personally tried them out. Might try during the next test fire
How could you possibly
a few hours.
How could you possibly curve your punches if you're playing with analog controls rather than like the motion controls?
Well, from what I've heard, I might be wrong, haven't really tested it, but you can only move when you're not punching, and the analog stick controls both arms at the same time.
Can you move while punching with motion controls?
Yeah.
So you're playing yourself if you don't use motion controls? For those unfamiliar, asking yourselves right now what playing yourself is, I like to live a life that I think my hero, DJ Khaled, would approve of. And DJ Khaled would never approve of playing yourself. Playing yourself, I need to start with who theys are. They are haters. They don't want you to succeed. They want you to do things that would impede your success. That's playing yourself. Haters, they want you to play yourself. Picking a control scheme that handicaps you like that, that's playing yourself. You're setting yourself up to lose. Yeah. I'm a sore loser, so I try to get real good and never lose.
Hey, that's the only way to play.
I'm bad at losing.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean,
well, at least now I know I can't. Now I know the way how to play ARMS. Motion control seems like the only real way to be competitive anyway.
Yeah. My
personal thoughts on the game is that, I mean, obviously there's nothing else like it. As far as fighting game mechanics go, I mean, I thought it was a whole bunch of neutral. I thought it was a whole bunch of low committal moves, but Poochie was saying that a lot of punches are slow, and in one control scheme you can't even move and punch. So maybe my original assessment of the game being like there's no vortex, all neutral, just long range pokes until your opponent makes a mistake and then they get grabbed for big damage. That's what I thought this was. A lot like field phase in Pokken, but this maybe I was wrong.
There's definitely an advantage to being up close, I will say.
Really?
Yeah, because your attacks will naturally get there faster, and so you can get a lot more hits if you can dodge well. One of the reasons I like Ribbon Girl is that she can jump multiple times in the air, and so easy to dodge arms.
Yeah, Ribbon Girl's mobility, as well as Helix's mobility, seems to be the better passives I've seen in the game so far.
Yeah. Ninja too.
So it seems like to get good with ARMS, you gotta get good at boxing IRL.
Gotta pull out that old punching bag and start practicing right away.
play some Wii boxing.
All right. We're moving to the
And,
next topic.
Speaking about combat, something we've been battling over in that mod Slack chat is the Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle leak. I mean, what even is that? What is Ubisoft and Nintendo thinking?
Well, I'll start this off. He says we're battling. It's really just me. I refuse to believe it. Even now that I've seen quote-unquote evidence, no. I'm still skeptical. There's no way. That's too dumb. Why would Nintendo let Ubisoft use their legendary IP?
Yeah,
No, really, why?
that's one of the things that surprised me as well, was the fact that, according to the leaks, Ubisoft is making the game and not Nintendo. And for me, like, if it's a Mario game, it's made by Nintendo. Even if it's like some sort of collaboration, like if you're handing off that like name to a different company, and for them to possibly screw it up can like make a whole lot of difference when it comes to.
And Usama,
No.
my bad. And Usama and Cass know just as much as I do that Nintendo got burned by letting a certain Niantic use a certain legendary IP. So
Yeah.
you'd think they'd want to avoid this kind of thing. The document that I saw, apparently it's a leaked internal presentation to shareholders or investors, or I'm not entirely sure. But after I eyeballed that, you guys saw that one too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it calls Princess Peach a badass. It's got the worst grammar. Ubisoft is a French company. Why is it even in English? And poor English at that. There's no way that's a real internal document. There's no professionalism at all. I still don't believe it.
Are you trying to suggest that this game isn't
I don't
real?
think this game is real for a lot of reasons.
Well, I mean,
But just look at all those new, unique, completely new, just super professional quality.
okay, those renders
3D
are
models
absolutely gorgeous, though. We can just say that.
Yeah, clean as hell. Clean as hell.
Shiny shoes on
Yeah.
Mario. Come on, that's
Yeah.
next level stuff.
That's someone. There's no way this is a real game. I really do refuse to believe this.
Huh. Well,
And as we're doing the podcast, we're still arguing in the chats about it being real or not.
I told them.
But
It's mostly just
yeah.
me. Everyone else seems to accept it, but I don't know why you guys take it so. No, you mean Nintendo leaks are fake? Like 99% of them.
hey,
But
we've
it's
had
an
another
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft leak
Ubisoft-
before. Do you guys remember the Rayman Smash leak? That was fake, and that was Ubisoft as well.
Yeah, that was also fake. Well,
But that's completely different. That was in an already
I guess
existing
that's
game.
fair. And we did eventually get Cloud from in Smash, which is way, way, way more out of left field than having Rayman.
mm-hmm. True.
the name of the game is Kingdom Battle. What is this? A smartphone game? This does not sound real.
Well, I mean,
I don't believe
it's
it.
Mario's world versus the Rabbids world. Like, you never know.
The Rabbids don't have a world. Whatever. Name one iconic Rabbids location.
There
I'll
was
wait.
that Rabbids game on the moon. At least I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was. I played that one. Yeah, they had to get to the moon. They're stacking garbage. so they
Therefore,
could
the
climb.
Mushroom Kingdom versus the moon.
Just kill me. Just take me out.
Hey, we can get some Mario Galaxy back up in this.
Don't encourage this.
Yes.
The more we
Yes.
talk about this, the more I
Also-
think this originally god awful idea is looking better and better and better. Mostly just to make you look. Mostly just so you
did think-
Frobro can have like a heart attack or something.
I'm not gonna have a heart attack. I'm just gonna look really stupid.
You know what's the best part about this though?
What?
There's a good part.
Yoshi has Yoshi has a
True.
bazooka.
I mean,
That's even more. Oh god.
so I mean,
Wait.
Oh.
speaking of Yoshi, like, you guys, what do you guys think of the character list? About, like, so it's Mario, Luigi, like the confirmed at least 8 characters: Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Peach, and then Rabbid Mario, Rabbid Luigi, Rabbid Peach, and Rabbid Yoshi. The Rabbid versions. What do you guys think?
I feel like if this game, I don't know about the characters themselves, but I feel like if the game does well, you'll see those rabid versions of the characters in the next Mario Kart game for sure.
maybe Smash.
You know, actual Mario characters aren't in Smash, right? Like, not Smash. Actual Mario characters don't make it in Mario Kart. You guys, Wart or Fawful, these characters aren't in.
Yeah.
Those are Mario RPG.
This is
characters who are
apparently
both
a
dead.
Mario RPG.
Yeah, true. Maybe.
Wait, it's an RPG?
But Dimentio and Fawful are both dead.
Fawful's not dead. He didn't die the first time, and he didn't die the third time either.
Huh.
Yeah.
Although
What was the second
Cacletta
time?
definitely died. Or maybe he's dead.
Yeah. I think
Speaking
he's
of
dead.
god-awful ideas, the next Sonic game, Sonic Forces, allows players to create their own character.
Yes, an OC.
How do you guys feel about... Yeah. I know I'll be playing as Cold Steel the Hedgehog.
Hey.
How about you
So
guys?
they say on the internet that you can look up anyone's name and then add Sonic or add the Hedgehog to it, and you will find a result. But look up my name, Amogh the Hedgehog. There is no Amogh the Hedgehog. I will make Amogh the Hedgehog in Sonic Forces, and I will finally
Yes.
make my dream come true.
It's not even the idea of OC being in a Sonic game, like they're pandering to that side of the fan base that bothers me. It's that earlier in trailers and in all these official, like, not say official, but in all these press packages, they've been talking about how we can play as classic Sonic and 3D Sonic. And now all of a sudden there's a third character who we get to make, who I imagine will also have custom abilities. How many characters are we going to have? And why would I want to create a character if I could be Sonic? Or why would I want to be Sonic when I can use my created character?
Exactly.
You could just make Sonic using the character creator.
Do you think that's what it
Wait,
is?
I wonder if you can, because sometimes I know some character creators, you can't actually create the main character in it. Like, it depends on how good the character creator is. Look at the Fire Emblem Awakening or Fates character creators.
Another thing we have to think about is, so it's going to be classic Sonic and 3D Sonic. Is the character creation going to be 3D, or is it going to be like a classic 2D version?
We saw it was a 3D.
Was
in that trailer?
Oh, yeah.
It
It
shows
looks like-
them in 3D gameplay.
It looks like, you know what it reminded me of?
Sonic Adventure 2,
How so?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
even worse. That guy had a gun in
Oh, yeah.
the trailer.
Wait, the
Yeah.
Sonic Forces there guns?
Sonic Forces.
Again?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a real looking gun, but
it looked like a gun?
it looked like a gun tails with
Oh. Oh, that could actually be
Yeah.
kind of cool though. Having like all these different gadgets besides a gun.
Yeah.
Hey,
Too bad the gameplay probably
Yeah, it's
won't be
3D
good.
Sonic, so it's gonna be on rails. Everyone knows the form.
Even it looks like the classic Sonic footage.
Oh my
looks
gosh!
bad,
Yes, I know.
Which is saying like, how? How, Sega? You had it right
isn't
with
that what they're trying
Generations.
to go back towards though? Generations? Isn't this isn't basically
This
Generations
is not
2?
toward. This
Yeah,
is
but
not
the-
towards Generation. No.
This
This
is-
is not Generations 3.
This is like a terrible version of Generations.
Custom characters. Oh man.
I don't know if Sonic's the right game for a custom character creator. Honestly, it's just
Sonic
thing
Mania
there's
looks
Sonic
really
Mania.
good.
You know, it's sad when some random guy Sega hired is making better Sonic games than
I don't
Sega.
think this is just some random guy. And Sega hasn't made 2D Sonics, the only good Sonics, in a while. So, well, I say that, but Shattered Crystal came out like last year, or Fire and Ice.
Yeah.
Oops.
Isn't Shattered Crystal the one that's supposed to come out at some point, maybe, unless they canceled it? Or am I thinking of something else?
Shattered Crystal came out in
it's
2014.
been that long already?
Yes, it
I've been
has.
trying to block it out of my memory.
yeah.
I'm disappointed they didn't go with Sonic Boom Sonic for this game.
Watch it. He'll be able to be made in the character creator.
Probably. Yeah.
Probably.
So now that on that last half episode, Matt and Embassy and I re-recorded, where we talked about our E3 predictions. You guys weren't there and didn't have a chance to chime in, so let's go through this real quick. Just give me one game you predict to see at E3. How about you, Usama?
Well, I honestly, I'm not really sure. I was hoping for a couple more third-party releases. Maybe they show off the Rabbids game. You never know. But
Okay, let's talking. How about you? How about you, Cass?
If that Rabbids game is indeed real, I bet it'll be shown at E3. But beyond that, I honestly have no expectations going into E3 because every single time I expect anything at an E3 or anything from anyone, I always get disappointed.
Yeah, it's better to keep your expectations up.
Or how about you, Poochie?
We're gonna get a new
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
I mean,
Yeah, Animal Crossing. I mean, some might say, but the team that's making Animal Crossing is making Splatoon 2 right now. But in the same year that Splatoon 2,
Oh,
the
right.
same team made
yeah.
Happy Home Designer.
Wait.
Yeah.
Before I ask Usama to talk again, because I cut him
Yeah.
off. When you said Animal
sorry.
Crossing, do you mean the mobile game or do you mean a Switch game? Because I feel like you're cheating. Picking something so
Switch.
general.
Switch game.
Good luck
sorry.
with that prediction. All right. How about you, Usama?
no, I think, yeah. Honestly, my only expectation, I'm kind of in the same boat as Cast, is that I'm gonna keep my expectations low. I think we've seen what we're gonna see from Nintendo already, so like ARMS and like Splatoon 2 and all this stuff. I don't think there's really gonna be any new games or game announcements. If Rabbids comes out, that'll probably be one of them. I was hoping for some more third-party releases, but I haven't seen that many.
Hey, those sports games.
Maybe FIFA.
Yeah, FIFA.
Yeah, I was gonna
NBA
say, like,
2K, and then maybe for our Canadians, the NHL 2K.
Hockey. NHL. Yep.
Actually, NBA 2K normally they usually do their presentation during someone else's, usually Sony's presentation.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't expect to see that.
Well,
in
it could
Nintendo
be.
Direct.
Actually, because of that, it could very well be in the Nintendo Direct this year.
Yeah.
So I mean, it would be completely different, and and I'm pretty sure the people behind 2K already know they've got all the PS4 kids like in their pockets already. They'd have to go after all the people who have a Switch now.
Yeah. What
That's
about
one way
you?
to think about it.
Fro, do you have any predictions?
Oh, well, I'll wait to say something like, if you want to see my predictions, you're going to have to check out episode 8.5 on YouTube. Nah.
Oh, man.
But I said SMT5 or some Shin Megami Tensei. I think actually a remake of the first Shin Megami Tensei is very likely to be shown at E3
What
for
was
the
that Shin
3DS.
Megami Tensei teaser that happened a little while ago?
That was in the Switch. But that HD product, like that project, isn't going to come out like this year. I changed my mind. SMT5 isn't very likely. I think what's more likely is a remake of SMT1 for 3DS because it's SMT's 25th anniversary this year, and that 3D project's going to take a while, and it seems they haven't really gotten too far in development, not far enough to show stuff at E3. So my guess is a 3DS SMT1 remake using the SMT4 engine.
I bring in one more safe
go ahead.
prediction. Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yeah.
Because we haven't heard anything about that since the
Switch.
there was like a tiny trailer in the Fire Emblem Direct, which was just like 5 seconds of gameplay.
I gotta say, after seeing the way
So-
Dragon Quest Heroes 2 works on the Switch, I am not really feeling Dynasty Warriors on the Switch.
Yeah, I mean but Hyrule Warriors played fine.
No.
I mean I think it's just
Are
that
you
was a
serious? I don't think I'd say Hyrule Warriors performed fine on
I have
either
a
the
friend
Wii
who's
U or the
crazy
3DS.
into Hyrule Warriors on the 3DS specifically, and that's the one with like the bad frame rates and stuff like that, right?
They both have bad frame rates,
I'm
dude.
sure it'll be fine on the Switch if they keep the same sort of
I-
graphics, but just like optimize it some.
Personally, I found Hyrule Warriors Legends perfectly playable on the old 3DS.
Oh, it probably is perfectly playable, but like, just like in the same way Pokemon Sun and Moon are perfectly
Yeah,
playable.
it's like playable versus actually enjoyable.
I mean, you could play the game.
It's enjoyable.
You can enjoy yourself playing the game too. I'm just saying, the Switch has hardware. Every hardware piece has limitations, and
Yeah.
I don't think the guys behind Dynasty Warriors care about or mind 24 FPS.
I think it'll be fine personally. But...
So let's move on to the subscriber question.
sorry. Okay, u/PokeDude728 asks, how do you feel My Nintendo compares to Club Nintendo?
That's an easy question to answer. I think you take one subpar service or I think they took one subpar service and they implemented another subpar service where you don't get to get random physical knickknacks.
Well, I feel that a lot of people misremember Club Nintendo. It was actually kind of bad.
That's an understatement.
As cast, yeah, it wasn't very good either. Even though people seem to remember it fondly now, so hopefully it gets good. I'm indifferent to both of them. When Club Nintendo was active, I didn't redeem points because it was worthless until it closed, and then I got Wii Fit for free. And Yoshi's Island on the Wii U.
Yeah, that's a good game.
The latest My Nintendo rewards were bad. For only $18 something, you're able to get Pikmin 3 on the eShop and then get all of its DLC.
Really? Whoa. When you say for $18, you mean I need to go out and buy an $18? No, it's all digital. My bad. I need to go to I have to spend $18 on the eShop, Switch or Wii U, or even 3DS, and I'll be able to unlock that.
Yeah. Like, you could even just sorry. So you can get 15% off Pikmin 3 on the Wii U eShop, which then because it's a Nintendo Select and it's off with the Club Nintendo or My Nintendo discount, for $18. But since it's a Nintendo Select, it still gives you the amount of gold points as a $60 game, which it originally was.
And then you use those on the DLC.
Yes.
So what you're saying is for $18, period, I can have the complete Pikmin 3 on Wii U.
Yeah.
You know what? I take it all back. That's pretty much better than anything Club Nintendo ever had. I was wrong, and I'm okay with saying it.
Thing is that it's still like a niche market for me. Like, it's like you have people that buy Nintendo products. Like, Nintendo has never been really like known for its online marketplaces. So, like, I mean, it's cool to have the deals, but it's nowhere near the level of like Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus deals, and I think they still have to pick up their game. I'm open to the whole like Nintendo going into that online or putting more effort into that online market. They just have to like really like put together everything so it's like much more cohesive than less like whatever.
Yeah,
proceeded.
I feel you need a bit of perspective. I think you're looking at it the wrong way, because with Sony and Microsoft's equivalent, if you would call it an equivalent, it's with PlayStation Plus and Xbox Gold or whatever it's called. I bet Cheese is probably yelling at me in his head right now listening. But that's more like a subscriber thing. I mean, like, you pay, what is it, $15 a month for Plus, or is it $20? I forget. You pay monthly for that, and I wouldn't really call it a deal if you pay for it. And even then, like 90% of the games that I know Sony offers using with those deals are like trash games. I would never consider even if they're free. And another thing is that with My Nintendo, it's Nintendo. The only way to get points is by purchasing things digitally on the eShop, which is very good for like these indies that don't get physical releases. Yeah. Because now if you want to rack up points, you're forced to buy those. And this is how they get people to the eShop. What the hell is that?
No!
Please.
We're going swimming. Come on, right now! Get dressed!
Embassy, please.
What is that?
It's not me.
That was my little brother.
She sounded like a girl. Now I've completely lost my place. We were talking about My Nintendo.
Yeah.
I think we were done with My Nintendo.
That better be on the podcast.
No, Embassy's keeping Embassy's keeping a log of all these outtakes, I imagine. I hope not.
That better be on this episode.
No, I don't think I'll do it.
That was great.
He's gonna make it the intro remix. Oh my god, Embassy, please do. You have to. Oh man,
Hello
I know
Nintendo
you're gonna be so
episode
crazy
9.
with
I
that.
want to go swimming.
Yes,
All right.
yeah, that's the title. Great.
Well, that about wraps it up here for us. I'd like to thank my guests for joining me today. Be sure to join us next time during E3 when Matt returns. We've got mods going to E3, compliments of Nintendo. Shout outs to Nintendo of America for helping us get there. Where we will be asking Reggie himself the question that has been asked since the dawn of time: is Nintendo still doomed?